Opinion on emerging nexus between China, Pakistan and Bangladesh. 48% are saying very worrying. Somewhat worrying is 24%. So remember, this is a nationwide poll. Foreign policy may not always be top of the mind for an average citizen, but still 72% see some kind of a nexus between China, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Only 8% say not very worrying and 12% say not at all worrying. So it almost seems as if the average Indian citizen fears that we are being encircled, Sandeep, by
Absolutely.
Pakistan, China and Bangladesh. Does the government again need to get its communication strategy right to address these concerns? You're going to China.
Yes.
Just 2 months after you've accused that same country, rightly so, of being in military cahoots with the Pakistanis.
Absolutely, Rajiv. And I think that is the nature of geopolitics in 2025. We are in a bit of a spot given the way our ties are playing out with the United States, with the Russian Federation, with China, of course, and of course a resurgent Pakistan, which is being propped up by the United States. That said, there is a groundswell of public opinion against China. And if I would take a dipstick on this, I would look at one of the biggest Bollywood superstars. What is the movie that he is shooting even as we speak in the studio today? It is Salman Khan shooting in Ladakh for a movie made on the Galwan strife, now the Galwan conflict. That clearly tells you that the mood of the people is moving against China, and it is for Prime Minister Modi to balance this frenemy act. It's not going to be Jula diplomacy again. It's going to be trust but verify.
Rajdeep, just allow me to make a point. Look, the same set of audience in our 5-year-ago survey, Mood of the Nation survey of 2020, said overwhelmingly, with a majority of 59%, that India should go to war with China post-Galwan. Same set of people. Though, so suspicion remains. Post-62, things have changed. People do have that memory, and we have to give it to that. India has civilizational memories. So we do not tend to forget things. The reality remains
Rajdeep,
so.
let me add
But
to that
let me complete the point that this is also a reality that despite having Galwan and the visuals of people smashing TVs and banning of those applications and throwing their mobile phones, this remains a reality that India still imports $100 billion worth of equipment and things from China. So that manufacturing, that dependence,
And
government
our
has
trade
to...
deficit has ballooned.
Exactly.
Maya, you wanted to make a point.
Yes, Hindi, Chini, bye-bye. This is what we are aiming for, right? If we look at this. But Rajdeep, let's look at what the data is actually showing. 60% of Indians believe that nation's global influence has improved, but there's also a 72% expressing worry about this new axis which has emerged, which is China, Pakistan, Bangladesh nexus. So on one hand, there is this broad perception of India's international stature, but there is tangible anxiety. I think that has to be juxtaposed when we look at both the situations.
Because remember, Prime Minister Modi has always tried to project, or his government or his cheerleaders have promoted him as a Vishwa Guru, who has raised India's standing globally. We saw that even after G20, that India was going to be a leader of the global south. The last few months have upended some of that, both the way in which post-Operation Sindoor, Pakistan was also able to launch a relatively successful diplomatic offensive, got their IMF loans, got their ADB loans, is in the United Nations Counter-Terrorism Committee.